set, as you can see, working on getting, Jeremy and them are working on getting the skimmer installed, some of the plumbing stuff. They got concrete coming tomorrow afternoon, do some flowable fill work under there. Kevin is in there, believe it or not, working on getting some 9s up under there, or 8s technically, I guess. I want to show you just some quick stuff here that Jeremy's got. It's kind of a shop/site tour. Cool job. I'll show you the plans here in a minute. Pool house, upper patio, all sorts of cool stuff going on here. Buggies, we love it. Big T770 skid steer here. Thing's a monster. We have a T595. Our T595 is about 8,000 pounds. This thing is like 10 or 11,000 pounds. It's a monster. This thing is really cool. This Yanmar riding buggy here. I've seen these guys do some cool stuff. If you follow J Squared on Instagram, check them out. They do some cool stuff with this rig. This thing's worth considering. This is got the same footprint as a skid steer loader, lots of capacity. I imagine you could bolt that bed out or unbolt it and put a flatbed on there. All sorts of really cool potential with that stuff. They got a lot of dirt to move here, which we'll show you how they're going to do that. Here's the J Squared brand, worth checking out. Jeremy's truck. We'll talk about that in a minute. Just picked this up, this beautiful Compactor. This is a gauge here. It tells you when you reach optimal compaction. Really cool. Jeremy's got a lot of those big trucks. Again, everything is really well branded. Looks amazing. Show you the trailer real quick. We have a job site trailer as well. It's long as this is tall, if that makes sense. So Jeremy went tall, which makes this thing really nice. But lots of just lots of stuff in here for all sorts of things. I mean, you name it, it's in here to do a hardscape project, and it's what you should have. Ours isn't utilized as much as I wish it was. Really wish it was used more. I think it could be. I'm just trying to get our guys to come around to that. So whatever, we'll deal with that. Pool backfilled a lot in all with this number 9 stone. It's clean, no fines, but it's all grit, angular, so it compacts, or really it's compact as it sits more or less, really. They say within about 90% proctor density. They're gonna run flowable fill in there. I'm not a pool guy, whatever. Check out this generator, by the way. This thing runs, it's a 7,000 watt, and listen how quiet it is. This fuel injected thing is amazing. More of those things there. Let me show you the plan real quick here. I'll cover up the information. But this is the job here. Of course, that's the pool. It's gonna be patio down in here. Just gonna be an incredible space. They build some really amazing features. Got some trenches roughed out for plumbing. That pad needs to be bigger, I guess, for the thingy there, the heater. We'll deal with that. We'll talk about that later. They're waiting to finish out the whole landscape here, is my understanding. He's got this street sweeper broom to hit the roadway at the end of the day. And then they've got the TB290 Takeuchi, and Jeremy just got it outfitted with a tilt rotator here. Tilt rotator being as this thing tilts this way and fully swivels. It's an amazing, actually I'll hop in it here, we'll show you how it do, because it is really something. I am not proficient with this thing, is an understatement. But you can see, we'll just pick this up. But this thing, okay, Kevin's got the pincers there. I don't know what I just did to do the pincers, but this thing will rotate like that. And then also, it'll do this. So you could just imagine the opportunities, you know, you could do with this. You know, what just, you know, if you run a hoe at all, you could imagine what this would allow you to do. It's a heck of a learning curve, and I can hear the old dog, you know, excavators say, well, you know, most guys can barely run the thing, you know, as it is, let alone you add all this complicated crap to it. So I think the pincers are this button and that button. Nope. I don't know how to run these pincers, so I'll have to, no. I have no idea how to run these pincers. Oh, okay. There we go. That's cool. Just 2 separate buttons here. But I might be unhooking the thing. So, nope. Oh my gosh, this thing has got finger control. Oh, there they are. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's a thumb, it's a, holy cow. Okay, so that is amazing. So, you know, you could reach out there, and he picked up a 2,000-pound block with this thing the other day. So, you know, you can just grab like that, grab a hoe. I could pick up these forks over here. If I was in reach, I'm not gonna drive through the yard, but I could pick up those forks, snag them, you know, move over here, set them down. Golly, that is awesome. Also, anytime, it's I guess an unwritten rule of this thing, when you park it, you have to set the bucket crooked, just so you know, you're flexing that thing. I'll show you the controls here. So far as I understand, so this is going to run, I think this will give you an idea here. So that's your rotation, right? And then also it's got your, you know, your standard control too, right? So your tilt, so these are on John Deere controls here, but you know, then your, this finger here, your ring finger, that's your pincers. I don't know what they're called, but that's that. So that does that. And then you've got your tilt, which is the tilt rotator portion, right? But then also your standard, you know, boom controls, and then your stick controls. So, you know, any way you could imagine this thing to need angle, you know, you could do it. Like Jeremy had it the other day. I'm going to try to remember how to do all this stuff. But he was shaving the side of that pool, you know, like this, and shaving the angle of it down. So, I mean, there's just no limit to what you could do with this thing. And so it's just incredible. So, it's probably a $50,000 add-on minimum to a host this size, and then plus a lot of attachments. So you're going to sink $50,000 probably into that minimum. And there's a bunch of brands of it that do it, but man, what an incredible attachment. So you know, again, you can see the controls there. This is the quick attach stuff, I'm pretty sure, to switch out, you know, implements, which also is really cool, because you don't have to get out and change hoses. You get out and this thing automatically, if you want to put the grapple on there, as far as I know, you just hook onto it, and then the hydraulic attachments do themselves. So you can go right to a grapple immediately and not have to get out. That's the EC oil feature, and it goes right to it. So you could imagine just how productive that'd make you. Now, granted, it's on an $80,000 excavator, if you buy one used or whatever. So you get a lot of money wrapped up in that. So it's not going to be great for like you're not going to buy that and just turn it loose with a crew of guys. Like, you're going to buy that as an owner-operator, or if you have a key right-hand man, you know, that kind of stuff. That's where you're going to find the value in that, I think. Although, I was talking to Tom Gardaki, the Dirt Ninja. Check out his channel, Dirt Ninja, amazing. But he was saying that when he went to Europe for BOMA, that those were on every excavator in Germany. So, you know, think of that. So we got pallet forks, different buckets, ditching buckets, not ditching, trenching buckets, you know, tooth buckets, just anything. There's a grapple over there. So really cool stuff. Here's our pool getting in, looking really good. So, and this is Jeremy, the owner of the company, doing all the awesome stuff you see. Mr. Kevin Carr over there, this is the pool guy that's helping them figure out what all the steps are with an install, and really cool. So really cool stuff they're doing here. Yeah, really neat. Yeah.
They give you a sticker, and they come in here every 2 weeks, and they just they scan your stuff, and then they send it to you. And then I have another, like a landscape supply guy that comes and stocks my wire, staples, PVC primer, just everything that you could possibly need day to day to stock your truck and all that.
Yeah, that's incredible, man.
Really nice. They just send, like when we run low, they just send us stuff.
Yeah, so
even
they
like in the winter time, we'll be taping our fingers and stuff like that. So just having that, nobody has to stop.
Yeah, that's the #1 thing. Keep everybody out of the store, right? Sick rig here, Buggy, I guess micro mini excavator, 1550, rack for bucket broom sweeper thing. Super sick.
This is a really sweet rig.
That is amazing.
They can go out and do a lot of work with that rig.
Yeah.
So they stock us with like 2 or 3 cans of each color. So we always have that. All your penetrating oil, brake parts cleaner, all that kind of crap.
Yeah, that's.
I'm a mechanic.
Yeah, they're like Fastenal, I guess, kind of supplier. Like this bolt setup is dope.
That is
batteries,
fun.
what the heck? Batteries even. Oh, Jeremy. You're always so next level, man. That's why I love you. You're just incredible.
And yeah, all that kind of stuff's nice to have.
Man, if only you could put it on the pipe.
We use this stuff a lot. All the trailers.
Oh yeah, my gosh, yeah.
Shrink.
What's an initial investment in this? Probably up front. I mean, it's thousands of dollars, I'm sure. Yeah.
Not bad.
So not bad. Cool. Okay, man, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Pipe, that's a pretty good setup there. I guess.
Yeah, it's decent. Like,
there's no perfect pipe fitting system, is there?
Yeah, it'd be nice if they were just like a little bit bigger.
The tubs, yeah.
Yeah, so I have a guy that sells us all the pipe and fittings and stuff.
Yeah.
So he comes in here once a week, sees what I have, and restocks us.
Dude, that's
So
dope.
that way we don't have to deal with any of that crap.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Anything that you can have somebody else stock you with.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Who does that? Who does your stock on that?
Century Equipment.
Century Equipment. Okay, we're in the Dayton area here, but that's all we can disclose. Man, that's cool, Jeremy. Holy cow! What in the world's all that stuff? The boxes.
Those are benches. We got 25 benches going in a park right now.
Okay,
so
yeah.
We're assembling those. We're building like little paper pads, and then
Yeah, I saw it in Instagram stories. Very cool.
you can straight up like weld what you're working on to the table.
Yeah.
And work on it, and then just grind it off.
Yes, I love that.
It rolls around.
Yeah, I was gonna say it weighs 1,000,000 pounds, but that's okay.
The first set of casters immediately busted, like immediately. So we had to take them off and put some
HDs on there. Yeah, okay, that's sweet. Man, what a great rig. What the heck is that?
It's a circular compactor.
No kidding.
So it, instead of needing like a reversible, it just spins 360 in your trench, or like they're doing those little paper pads right now.
Yeah.
They're like tiny, so you can just flip it right
that's
around.
Crazy.
In
I
there.
wonder how many centrifugal
I think
pounds
it's like
that thing
maybe
is.
3,200.
Okay, so it's the equivalent of that Whacker 1550, wherever that.
Yeah.
So that's about the equivalent of your Whacker 1550, which everybody and their brother has. So
I want
okay.
to use that first set of steps.
Yeah, for
That's
like
more-
little tight stuff
Oh,
where
yeah.
you're building
Kevin
up.
Carr,
and-
everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. They like using it so far.
Yeah, that's really awesome, actually. The roller compactor, everybody rants about. Still a fan of it. You guys love the roller.
Yeah.
The roller's the way to go. Bo's been asking for one, so I guess we need
Oh
to.
yeah, you
Must
guys.
have.
That was something that I couldn't really like get my head around, spend that much money on.
Right, no
So
joke.
once we got it, I was like, damn it, I wish I would have bought that a long
No
time
kidding.
ago.
And that's a real
Saved
wide
a lot.
one. Would you still go the wide one, or you go the narrow one?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it massages the grade, and
Right, yeah,
it
irons
really
things
works out your grade a little bit.
Yeah, everything's labeled really well. Obviously, IQ Salt roller compactor, CR5.
Nothing's where it's supposed to be.
Well, theoretically, I love it.
It's
you know,
labeled, but nothing went back to it.
understand. Well, theoretically, I love it anyhow. Man, that's cool. That is so cool, Jeremy. Here's the beloved 1550, and then this is a U15 Micro Mini. It'd be pretty cool to have. Man, that's sweet.
Yeah, that's a really nice. I love that little machine.
Yeah, that's
We do
especially with a bucket. You get a bucket like that for it.
Yeah,
Like that's.
It's got a real nice little quick attach on it. Just pull one pin. You can
That's
swap
cool.
buckets. That thing's strong. It's quick. It's a really handy little booger.
Yeah, that is dope. Holy cow. Yeah, that I could see that being handy in a million different ways.
Mhm. I
Sweet.
think the new one is like the U17. It's the same thing. So
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
pretty old.
Go back in our YouTube shop tours, and you'll see Jeremy shopping a spring prior to getting a lot of the organizational stuff done here. That set of tracks out there, they keep those around. I just saw this in an Instagram story the other day. I love this. Grab it with the thumb, use that to sweep a parking lot or whatever. Like that's really sweet. That's a good idea.
It actually works. We cleaned up the mud out here pretty good.
Yeah. All the boneyard's all cleaned up. Look at all the extra room you found over there. Holy cow. Man, and you graded it out and all that. That's sweet. Man, you got a ton of trucks, Jeremy. Good grief. That's awesome. Dude, that's great. You're killing it, man. Super cool. You, Kevin, too, by the way. You're killing it, man. Your Instagram stories are great. You're informational. They're funny sometimes.
Blessed to be able.
Yeah, guys. Awesome. Thank you, Jeremy. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. All right, guys. We'll see you. Try to price a job where you got all your machinery and all your stuff in there for a week so you don't like lose your mind. First job, I should do a podcast alone on the first paver job I ever did. I about lost my mind. It was scary. And I overdug. I was using a laser and everything, but I was just using a skid steer to dig patio out. And man, I ended up at like 18 inches deep in some places. It was terrible.